Kurukshetra. The dialogue of Sri Krishna and Arjun goes like this. Dharma kshetre Kurukshetre samaveta yutsavaha mamaka pandavashaiva kim kurvat sanjayah. The blind king of Hastinapur, Dhritarashtra, asked Sanjay, my sons and the sons of Pandu have gathered on the land of Kurukshetra, the Dharma kshetra. What are they now doing? The land of Kurukshetra, the land where the battle of cousins happened, the Mahabharata happened, the land where Bhagavad Gita was conveyed to all of us through the medium of Arjun. I can't be happier to be here today in front of all of you. So thank you so much to NIT for allowing me to come here and speak about my favorite topic from this sacred land of Kurukshetra. The war of Mahabharata, in one way, was a war of cousins. But it was not a trivial war. Do you know how many people participated in the war? By a conservative estimate, the number goes to 48 or 50 lakhs. 4.5 to 5 million people participated in this war. And the ramifications were felt by entire India, or what was Bharatvarsha at that time. From Gandhar, which is present Afghanistan, to the east, Assam, Bengal. From north to what is Kashmir, as well as Central Asia, down all the way to what is present-day Tamil Nadu and Kerala. But why am I telling you all this? My topic for the day is virtue and vices. Because when Dhritarashtra talks about Kurukshetra, he adds one more adjective. He says Dharma kshetra. The war of cousins is called the Dharma Yuddha. Mahabharata itself is called the Dharma Grantha. What is this Dharma all about? And why does it come again and again and again? And what does Dharma have to do with virtue and vice? So every word in Sanskrit has a root word. The root word is dhru. Dhru dharane, that which upholds. The root word of dharti is also dhru. So what is Dharma? Dharayati iti dharma. That which upholds and sustains. That is Dharma. Upholds and sustains what? The society, the system that we are a part of. But what does it mean to sustain? What does it mean to uphold? Any system, for it to continue, it needs to thrive, it needs to progress. And when it thrives and progresses, everybody who is a part of that system will progress and the system will continue. Let's take an example of your institute, NIT Kurukshetra. When all of you study well, do well, get great placement, the brand of Kurukshetra, NIT Kurukshetra, becomes very strong. When the brand becomes very strong, the students who come in, the alumni who actually represent, they get a good name. And together we prosper and progress. This is what is Dharma. The Dharma which allows NIT Kurukshetra to continue, which further allows all its stakeholders, teachers, students, everybody to continue and thrive. This is the sustainability principle with respect to this organization. Then with respect to the samaj, with respect to the society, we are talking about continuation of the races, their continuation of people, continuation of the entire society. What does that depend on? That overarching sustainability principle is Dharma. We think sustainability is a new term. It's not. The very core of Dharma is sustainability, sustenance of the society that we are a part of. But again, how does it relate to virtue and vices? How will a society sustain? If everyone starts killing everybody, if the bully has his way all the time, will a society sustain? It won't. So we talk about non-violence. Will a society sustain if everybody is just lying to each other, if everybody is cheating, if there is deceit all around? It won't. The society will get destroyed. If people are not at all honest, what will happen? The society will not sustain. It will obviously collapse. Again, going back to the example of NIT Kurukshetra, if people start cheating and doing frauds and copying, what happens? The brand goes down. You don't have good placements. And again, the people suffer. And eventually, the organization suffers, right? That's exactly what it is. So virtue is nothing big. Virtue is only that which allows sustenance. And vice is the opposite of it. The definition of virtue says right morality. action which is in line with morality. And why is this the opposite of it? But what is morality? What are virtues? How do we understand virtues? As I said, all actions that allow sustenance. So we say truth, honesty, courage, non-violence, all these are virtues. But then is it that simple? Or are there nuances to it? And for that, I'll tell you a story from Mahabharata. Because we are at Kurukshetra, we have to take a story from Kurukshetra. It happens during the war that is going on right here in this very land where we are all sitting. The incident happens on the 17th day of the war. By now, a lot of very senior Kaurav warriors are already dead. Duryodhana and Karna are still alive, and Karna hasn't done much till now. He is determined to prove himself. And the war between Arjuna and Karna, which was long pending, was going to happen today. Both of them know that. Karna is in full form. He goes out, and whoever comes before him gets defeated. He defeats Yudhishthira as well. Yudhishthira is injured. He's very injured. His entire body is in pain. So his Sarathi, his charioteer, takes him back to the camp. When Bhim and Arjuna do not see Yudhishthira on the battlefield, they are concerned. So Bhim says, Arjuna, you don't worry, I'll take care of the front. You go and see where our elder brother is, because Yudhishthira was the king. If Yudhishthira is caught, or if Yudhishthira is defeated, then Pandavas by itself lose. So Arjuna and Krishna, they go to look for Yudhishthira. When Yudhishthira sees them coming, he's very happy. First of all, he's very injured. Yeah, he's injured, he's hurt, he's in pain. When he sees Arjuna coming, Yudhishthira is like, oh wow, now finally Arjuna has come to give me good news that Karna is dead. So when Arjuna comes, Yudhishthira is very happy. He's like, wow, I'm so proud of you. Good job, my younger brother. You killed Karna. And Arjuna is like, no, I'm not killed Karna. I'm yet to even fight him. I'm yet to even fight with him. I just came to see how you are doing. Imagine this man who's hurt in pain, whose ego is also hurt because he's been defeated by Karna. He becomes very, very angry. And he says, Arjuna, what use are you to me? You've been not fighting as you should have been fighting. You were not ready to kill Bhishma Pitama when you had to. I know it's not as if you've come to look out for me, but you've come here because you're afraid of Karna. You don't want to fight Karna. You are of no use to me. It was better if Abhimanyu or Ghatotkacha were here. They would have given a better fight. This Gandhi, the bow that you're carrying, is of no use to you. Give it to somebody else. And you sit here. There is no need for you to fight. Arjuna, when he hears this, becomes very, very angry. He had taken a pratigya, a vow, that if anybody says anything to his Gandiva, he will kill that person. So what does Arjuna do? He takes out his sword and runs towards Yudhishthira, wanting to kill him. Krishna, who's watching all this, comes in the middle, and he was like, excuse me, Arjuna, what are you up to? What do you want to do? So Arjuna tells him about this pratigya, the oath that he had taken about killing anybody who says anything to his Gandiva. And Arjuna is like, I know he's my brother, I feel bad, but for a warrior, an oath is an oath. I have to be true to the oath that I have taken. That is only the right thing to do, that is the Dharma. So Krishna says, is this really Dharma? Do you understand what is Dharma? Do you understand right and wrong? Do you understand truth and untruth? You probably don't. Once upon a time, you took a stupid oath like a kid. And today, to fulfill that stupidity, you are willing to kill your brother? This is not Dharma. This is not truth. You don't even understand what is truth. And Krishna proceeds to tell Arjuna a story. The story is like this. There is a Rishi Kaushik. Kaushik has taken a pratigya. Everybody takes pratigya in Mahabharata. He's taken an oath that I will say the truth come what may. And all his life he has lived by that. Whatever be the difficulties, Kaushik has always spoken with you. Now he was at the end of his life. He was sitting in his forest, he was doing tapasya, he was sitting in meditation, when some villagers come running to him. And they tell him, Rishi, there are some dacoits who are trying to kill us and rob us. please protect us, they are going this way. When they come to ask you, if they ask you, point them to some other direction. Now, it so happens that the dacoits do come to the Rishi. And they ask him, where are the villagers? Did you see them run? What would Kaushik do? He has taken a pratigya to always speak the truth. Should he speak the truth or should he lie? If he lies, the entire oath, the life that he's lived so far, will go down the drain, or so he thinks. What should he have done? Anybody? Well, Kaushik decides to say the truth. He's like, this is the end of my life. How can I break my oath at this point? I can't. So he says, anyways, truth is the right way to go. It is a virtue, so I will say the truth. And he tells the robbers where the villagers are. The villagers get killed, they get robbed. After a few years, Kaushik dies, he goes to heaven. Or so he thinks he'll go to heaven, but there's Yamraj sitting. And Yamraj says, send him to the hell, to Narka. And Kaushik is like, how is that possible? You keep telling me truth is the way to go, truth is virtue, truth is dharma. I have lived by truth all my life. And now, when I should get the fruits of my parishram, of my hard work, of saying the truth, you send me to hell. How is that? How does it work? And Yavraj says, do you understand truth? Yadabhut hitam tat satyam. Only that which protects, only that which is in the interest of everybody, of the larger good, only that can be truth. You don't understand truth. Because of you, the villagers who were completely innocent, they got killed. You led to their killing. That was not truth. That was not a virtue. So Krishna tells this story to Arjun and he says, this is exactly what you're doing. What you're saying is not the truth. What you want to do is not the truth. And then he explains. He says, this is not dharma. Why? Because dharanat dharmati ahu dharmo dharayati praja yahasyat dharan sayuktam saha dharmati nishchayah. Dharanat dharmati ahu. Only that which sustains, or rather because it sustains, it is called dharma. Dharmo dharayati praja. Dharma is what leads to the sustenance of the society, of the praja. Yahasyat dharan sayuktam saha dharma iti nishchayah. Only that and only that which allows sustenance, which sets the right precedence in the society, which is for the larger good, only that can be satya. Only that can be a virtue. Only that is dharma. But then, it's a very thin line. Is it something of convenience? It works for me, so I break my oath. It doesn't work for me, so I continue doing I say the truth. Then it becomes a matter of convenience. I break it when I feel like. And our brains are very intelligent. They can justify anything and everything. We say it's for my greater good, right? It works in my favor, so it's dharma. I can do whatever I wish to. No, that is not the point. Krishna explains there are certain situations when the normal definition of virtue can be violated, but not otherwise. Because he is very clear. He says, Satyasya vachanam sadhu. Na satya vidyate param. There is nothing better than truth. One should always strive for truth. One should always strive for non-violence. But when we reach a situation when that virtue leads to destruction in the society, when that virtue causes more harm than good, that is the time when that strict definition can be violated. For example, we have elements in the organization, we have terrorists who go out killing people. Now, non-violence is a virtue. But then, not punishing, by punishing, in a way, we are doing violence with the terrorists. But is that really violence? Because if we do not punish that terrorist, what is going to happen? The society is going to suffer. The society will get destroyed if everybody learns from the terrorists and starts going around killing people. So in that case, violence is not a vice, it is actually a virtue. It is actually not even violence, it is non-violence. Because punishing an offender is going to help sustain it, it's not work against it. And not punishing will actually lead to destruction. So that is the nuance of virtue and vices. But then again, who decides is the question. Can we decide for ourselves? We very much can. But there is a condition. And when the lakshana, the indications of dharma are given, there is one word which comes, which is called indriya nigraha. When can we decide, or when can we know this is the right situation to act in a particular way? More often than not, we are always working from what I like and what I don't like. Somebody said something to me, I'm angry, and I react. Somebody didn't listen to me, I'm angry and I react. We are always working from that. I like it, I don't like it. That can never help us become wise to know what is the real situation and what should be the action taken. We have to develop what Krishna calls yogastha buddhi. And how does one develop yogastha buddhi, or rather what is yogastha buddhi? In very simple terms, it is developing objectivity. Being very clear about what is right and what is not. It's easier said than done. Because Arjuna asks Krishna, how does one become yogastha? And Krishna says, there is only one way. Abhyasa. Abhyasena kaunteya. There is only one way. Study of what? Practice of what? Controlling our impulses. Only when we can control our mind, only when we can control our impulses, will we learn to think clearly. And when we think clearly, virtue and vices will become clear in our mind, and it will help us behave the way we should in accordance with dharma. And hence, we hear all the time, dharmo rakshati rakshitaha. You must have heard it. When one protects dharma, dharma will protect you. Like we started with the organization, when all of you work for the betterment of NIT Kurukshetra, NIT Kurukshetra will grow and thrive and work for all of you. But if we work in a way that destroys the organization can't do anything for us. It will give us a bad name as well. So, dharmo eva hato hanti, dharmo rakshati rakshitaha should never be forgotten. And with this, I end my talk. Thank you so much.